Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 155 here on season 1. And today we are getting into buying and selling percentages on Stash. So this question is based upon one of my other videos, but Roberto Vera Asked, or says, at around 6 minutes or so where you're talking about selling 5% and putting it at 45%, I'm kind of confused about all this. Understandable. I've had my account for longer than a year, and I've earned like 22 bucks on Robots Rising. I mean, if we all have earned a ton on Robots Rising if you held it for the last year, like it's crazy. And like $18 on Moderate Mix, and I'm like, ... Should I be doing something with it, or should I still be trying to decipher what you are telling me, and I still don't really get it? And then he has this face at the end like, Grr. Anyway, so I went back and watched the video. Stock account, so you're 50% over here, which would actually be at 45%, so you're going to take 5% over here, which would be 55%, move it over to there, 5%, okay? And I was like, what? What was I even saying? I actually know what I was talking about and know what I was trying to get across, but honestly, it was hard because like I said in one of the comments to you, is that I didn't know how to screen share at the time, and so I was just talking percentages without screen sharing. So honestly, what I'm really talking about is how to keep your account on Stash properly balanced. And so a lot of people just buy and hold stocks, and they just hold them and continue to hold them, but at what point do you sell, and at what point do you buy more? And so that's what I was trying to get at, is that this is a strategic way, in my opinion, on how to buy and sell those stocks. So what I'll do is I'll just walk you through it real quick. So if you look at the screen, so this is a basic Stash account, I would say. I just kind of created it on myself. These are not the actual stocks that I have invested in or the amounts, but this is my personal opinion on how I would keep my account balanced. So we'll say, for instance, that you have $100 in each of these four right here: Delicious Dividends, Robots Rising, Wireless Wonder, Small and Mighty, and then in the bonds. So we'll go ahead and get these at least so that way people can see the difference. So I talk about stocks versus bonds. So you want to make sure that your account has both. Bonds help keep your account stable. They keep your money pretty much they don't fluctuate as much, and then they should continue to give you consistent payouts. Stocks, you're looking for more growth, and also they're more volatile, which does help you, which does give you a greater return, but also can give you a greater loss. So that's the difference. So you want to have, at least you want to be invested into bonds. And in the book, Intelligent Investor, Graham recommends investing at least 25% into bonds. Anywhere between 25 to 75% in bonds, but you don't want to have anything less than that. Currently on my Stash account, I think I have only 12 to 15%, but that's getting ramped up as I continue to sell my ETFs over the course of the last year. So anyways, on this account right now, as you can tell, so this is right here is the total amount of dollars that I'm invested into stocks. Let me go ahead and put dollars on that. And then this is the actual percentage that I'm invested into stocks. So how that is it's your account value divided, or your total of the stocks divided by the actual account value gives you your percentage, and then same thing over here. So what I'm saying is that if Wireless Wonders, which has been kind of trending down, dropped to, I don't know, we'll say, which doesn't really happen, but dropped to $75. So that would put your account now at 73%, and this up at 26%, right? And we said let's say Small and Mighty also dropped to 75%, and this one, Robots Rising, well, we'll just say this one dropped to 60 or something. So we're getting pretty close to about a 5% drop in that account, but a rise over here. And obviously our account value is now dropped as well. So what I'm suggesting is that eventually your account will come to a point where you need to sell over here and buy over here. So this account now is up around 28%. So say what actually you need to do is sell. We'll say you sell $20 over here, or that would be $30. So you sell $30 over there, and that's going to bring that back up. So we want to actually probably sell about $35 or $25. So we take $25 from here, and we're going to reinvest it back over into our stocks. And we'll say this time I don't know, we'll go ahead and put it back into Wireless Wonders and bring that back up to 100. So we actually should have sold a little bit less over here. But anyways, we'll just, for the sake of the, this was at 75. No, this one was at 75. My bad. It's all hard when you're like trying to manipulate prices by yourself and they don't actually get manipulated. We'll say this at 30. And so then we take our $20 and put it over here. So now we're at 95. Boom. So we're back up to 75% here. We're back up to 75% here. But we have more shares now of Wireless Wonders than we used to. So say that actually ran up back to what the 100 would be. So now we would have $120 over here, so on and so forth. So that's the whole point of it, is to, in essence, it's like a strategic way of buying low and then selling high. So vice versa. Also, if we had these all back to their originals of where they were. So anyways, say that small but mighty ran up to 150 or something like that, and this one, I don't know, did 200. Boom. So now our account's there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take profit off these two, and then we're going to reinvest them back over into bonds. So we're going to take some, I don't know, we'll bring it, let's say we brought it back down to $100. So now we got an extra $100 that we can put over here. So we'll put 25 there and 25 there. And so our account will actually rebalance itself. But we want to just make sure that, if this was supposed to be at 75% and this is supposed to be at 75%, we want to make sure that we actually keep the right amount into those accounts. So I hope that makes a little bit more sense. So basically all it is just changing money. The other way to do it on rebalancing your account is also because you make those monthly or weekly deposits. So say you made a deposit of $12 and your account, I don't know, looked like this. Well, if you made a deposit of $50, you're going to put that $50 right into here and bring it back up to 75% or close to 75%. Same thing over here. If this was at 20 and you made a $50 deposit, you could go ahead and put another 30 in there, and then over on Roll with Buffett, you could put, say you wanted to invest into a new stock, you could put 20 there. Boom. And so now you're looking at around 75 and 24. So that's another easy way to do it. And then when it rises, you're going to have more invested, and then you can sell and move and all that kind of stuff. So that's rebalancing. Acorns does it at 5% automatically, but Stash, you can set your own percentage on what you would like to rebalance your account at, but you have to do it manually on Stash. So that's the only issue with doing it on Stash, is that that it doesn't auto rebalance. You have to actually go in and manipulate those numbers yourself. Anyways, I hope that explains it a little bit more on kind of my personal strategy on there and buying and selling at percentages. But let me go ahead and dive into the question of the day, and that is, would you rather be able to stop time or fly? And I feel like I answer this question regularly, and the answer is stop time. I don't feel like flying is as valuable as stopping time. I feel like there's a lot more pros in to be able to stop time. The only thing is if I was stopping time, does that mean I still get older, or does that mean that my age and all that kind of stuff stops at the same time? Just, my thoughts and personal opinion. But if you guys have any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, or Robinhood, as well as general investing advice, business, Etsy, or coaching, post those questions down below, and I will try to get them on the next episode. I'm just about caught up, so that's awesome. Anyways, if you want, subscribe up here and check out my worst investment on Stash, and then check out this other video right here. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.